What's up? This for y'all, for us. Like, what we doing? I'm trying to, like, hold on.
Oh, yeah, she set it up. Come here.
Oh, don't do it.
What's your name?
Mine.
I ate it. Y'all with them? Y'all with them? Hey, my boy thought you was cute, so I had to come say something.
Let me know.
Which one?
I'm not saying.
Who you think? Who you think?
Damn.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. What the fuck? Bro, what's going on with that?
We making a TikTok. Y'all can't be in our TikTok. Y'all don't want to be dabbing. We dabbing up 10. Y'all, so, what? Y'all scared?
Who the 10?
Who the 10? Y'all scared? Yeah. We the 10. Y'all all the 10. Y'all all the 10. Where everybody from? No, I'm just playing. That's the one I was looking at.
Y'all see what's going on with Shannon Sharp? You need I say more?
There you go, big dog.
It takes a special type of white woman to just 110% deal with your black ass. No matter what the world says, no matter what her family says, she just in it for the long haul with you. And I think that's cool. I don't have no problems with interracial relationships. But you have shaky people out here who, I just wanted to try it. I just want to see what that's like. And then they have buyer's remorse. And buyer's remorse is a thing. I got to come up with a new word for it. But what I call buyer's remorse is when a young lady, black, white, it don't matter, gives up some pum-pum and then she have second thoughts about it. Or she getting her feelings about something and now you're public enemy number one. And it is proven because we all be on the internet, we all watch TV, that as a man of color, you have to be very careful when you're just out here hooking up, man. It's certain things that we talk about that we feel might not exist, but it very much so still exists.
I just found out that I'm probably not the only person going through what I'm going through. So pretty often I'm like literally woken up out my sleep because I hear a loud crash or a loud bang or glass breaking, like as if like a car crash happened outside my building or like somebody's literally trying to break into my apartment. Or I have cats, so I'd be like, are y'all some shit up out here? I don't know. So this always leads me to jump up out my sleep and go investigate, like grab my little, you know what I'm saying, I live alone, or grab a knife or something and be looking around my apartment like, okay, like, is there somebody here trying to break in? Like, or what's happening? Or I look out my window and see that there's nobody outside, like it's dead ass silent or whatever. And this happens so often. I'll be like, am I going crazy? Like, what's happening? So this past one last night was like, I heard this, it sounded like a car crash. Like it sounded like a high speed, like big ass car crash. And I like jumped up and I looked at the window. I'm like, what is going on? I looked out all my windows and I didn't see no car crash, no nothing. And then that got me to thinking, like, should I Google this? Because this don't seem normal. And this is literally what Google said. Hearing a loud bang in your sleep could be a symptom of exploding head syndrome, a sleep disorder characterized by sudden loud noises perceived in the head during sleep transitions. This noise can be intense, often described as, hold on, I gotta move myself, resembling explosions, gunshots, or other loud sounds. EHS is generally harmless and doesn't cause pain or serious side effects. Chow! I was shooketh, because, like, it just helped me, like, feel like, okay, like, I'm not...
Shooketh? I was shooketh? That caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that. I'm all captivated by the story and she threw out that shooketh.
Like, crazy, like, this actually is a real thing, but, like, technically, am I crazy, though? Because it's still something, like... So I just found out that I'm probably not the only person...
It's crazy. I'm finna talk about the same shit. But anyway, I had two problems when I was younger. First one is sleep paralysis. I used to suffer from sleep paralysis a lot. I don't know if any of y'all know what sleep paralysis is, but basically, stuff is happening to you. You feel like you're up, but you can't get up. It feels like somebody is sitting on top of you and holding you down and you can't get up. Another thing I used to suffer from, I don't really think it's suffering, it's more of a warning. I used to dream about snakes a lot. Case in point, that's why I'm so terrified of snakes now. And I had a conversation with my aunt, I believe, and my aunt told me that usually when you dream about snakes, it means that somebody in your circle or somebody around you is not with you. They're not for you. They're not really your friend. The crazy thing about that, every time I've ever dreamt about snakes, it's been somebody around me that was shaky. So now with that knowledge, anytime I have a dream involving a snake, I get to reviewing my interactions with the people around me to figure out who might be trying to sting me with their venom.
Hate this!
having a greener shade, just remember you can't have a greener shade than me, because I'm still broke, and I have this big problem going on, and I'm still broke, and I can't afford this shit. So if you're ever having a big bad day, just remember, you're not having as bad day as me. Ah! Ah!
So I went on this young man's page. He about 19, 20. Yeah, that's around the time when life starts treating you crazy. If you go to college, you can buy some time. You can use the student government money to fund what you need to fund. But the moment you leave school, they own you. I just seen this man randomly push 4 people hard as hell. And nobody swung on him yet. What are y'all doing? Oh, he picking and choosing who he pushing. No! No! You walking with your woman, somebody do that to her. What's your next move? What is your next move? That is justification to crash out right there. I hope nobody come in here and say not over no woman. That man put your woman in danger. It is your duty.
Looking for one punch.
He is looking for one punch. I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset. That man was allowed to do that? There's no way. That is the perfect setup to test somebody's chin. Okay? Another thing, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to stand on this. If you are not willing to protect your woman when the time comes, you don't deserve no pussy. Should no man put their hands on your woman like that and you don't respond with putting hands on him? Whether you win or lose, you got to stand on your own too.
You'll never believe what just happened. Okay, so I was driving and I was at the light and some guy was making a turn going past me and 2 crate full of Milwaukee saws, the Sawzall, the drill, all of that fell out of his Jeep. I was like, oh geez, that's like a couple $100 worth of stuff. And it was Milwaukee. I was like, yo, if I don't turn around and scoop this dude's stuff, somebody...
Hold on. You know how I be talking about people being naturally beautiful? This is natural beauty. Like, her hair is nice, but she's really pretty. Now, we're not talking about the tatas. I wasn't even paying attention to the tatas. I actually just seen the tatas. I think it was her hair. Like, her hair is nice. It got like a 1970s type of vibe.
Somebody else is gonna come and scoop it up and take off with it, right? And I saw the guy kind of go, and I said, oh, I can turn around, I can get his stuff, and I can catch up to this guy. So I did. Like, I literally, and then I, put my hazards on, and I was pulling up to it, and I saw somebody else. Some dude was already stopping, trying to get it. And I said, hey, I got it. He was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, I got it, thank you. So I stop, and I get it all back in my thing, and the guy, I don't know how he noticed, but he was on his way back, because I was about to chase him down. He was probably maybe 2 or 3 lights ahead of me, or down the road. So, but anyway, he pulled up, we were face to face, and I said, hey, some dude's been trying to get it. I said, so I rolled up on him and got it for you. He said, thank you so much, lady. I was like, you're welcome. And then that's it. I rescued this dude's tools, and who knows? He could have been on his way to a job, and that would have just been like so bad. About $300 worth of stuff. So I'm glad I could get it back to him, because I would want that to happen to me, you know. So anyways, I'm full of adrenaline because of that. So anyways, I just wanted to share it. I thought it was crazy.
The fact that I sat here and listened to that whole story, interesting. Secondly, the fact that she know what Milwaukee tools were, interesting as well. Come on now, ladies. It's a lot of y'all that only know Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, what's up with y'all sitting there fucking about, so I ain't gonna hold you, son. The only two bikes that mattered growing up was that Mongoose and that Huffy.
Facts.
It was different brands, but ain't nobody care about them. Having a Mongoose was the equivalent.
Bro, if you had a Mongoose, you better put that thing in the house. Are these boys running around here stealing Chargers and Challengers and Hellcats? That's how folks was stealing Mongooses back in the day. You leave that motherfucker unattended outside the crib, oh, it's gone.
To having a Lamborghini as a kid. And that Huffy was like a Mercedes-Benz. It could be Maybach. But it might be a little right under there, just a little bit. Because first of all, you got to have the pegs on your shit. If you ain't got no pegs on your bike, your shit ain't official with stock.
You gotta have the pegs. You had to have the pegs. You had to have the passenger seats, bro. The pegs was the passenger seats.
It's stock. Once you put them pegs in it, your shit sports edition. Everybody wanted a Mongoose, man.
Yeah.
The only reason you got the Huffy because it was cheaper, or they was out of stock of Mongoose.
Yeah, facts.
Every BMX nigga had the Mongoose. See me, I ain't gonna lie, I got the Mongoose a little later on. I had the Nex. The Dino.
What the hell? Oh,
I remember the Nex. You see what I'm saying? But Slim, that Mongoose bike.
I remember the Nex. Hear me out. I've been trying to get my son up to date and up to par when it comes to riding his bike. And he just bent on using them goddamn training wheels. I don't want to be one of them fathers, but I think I am one of them fathers. Because in my mind, look at this soft ass shit here. Boy, if you fall, you pick yourself up. That's how I be feeling. You know what I mean? Because that's how I learned how to ride a bike. I got scars from learning how to ride a bike. And I'm proud of them scars. I'm going to tell y'all how, right? So, we had extended family that lived in Maryland, the Washington, D.C. area. They lived in the suburbs. Now, this is my first experience with the suburbs, you feel me? And I think it turned me out because now I live in the suburbs. But anyway, my cousin had a Mongoose, and they had a hill. Now, when it's flat, I couldn't ride. If I had to pedal, for some strange reason, I couldn't balance, I would tip over. But I would ride down that hill, and I was good. And then eventually, you know, I got some confidence. Or I don't know what happened, bro. The dots started connecting, and eventually I was able to start riding and balancing the bike back up the hill. So I really taught myself how to ride bikes on a Mongoose. But, you know, I got it out the mud. You feel me? You know how many times I fell? It was one time I got confused, and I hit the front brake, and the bike went shh. You feel me? Is another time. Our car was coming, the brake stopped working, so I hit the sidewalk, and it was a screw in the Mongoose, which is a bad design. Right? But it was a screw poking out, and it went into my leg. And that scar is still there. This shit happened like 20-some years ago, and that scar is still there. But that's how I learned how to ride a bike, man. And I'm looking at my son now, and I love that little nigga to death, but Lord. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog? It's free. It is free for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not going to control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.